The Young and the Restless spoilers Monday update May 20th, 2024. In the dark corridors of the Newman estate, secrets lurked, waiting to be uncovered. Cole had always been suspicious of Victor Newman, but tonight, his suspicions reached a boiling point. Earlier, he had witnessed Victor carrying leftovers down to the cellar, despite there being no pets in the house. The sight was odd, and Cole's instincts told him that Victor was hiding something. Determined to uncover the truth, Cole made a plan. He would leave the house under the pretense of going home, but later, under the cover of darkness, he would return. The Newman estate's security system was state-of-the-art, but Cole was determined. He had a feeling that Jordan, the woman who had mysteriously disappeared, was somehow involved. Meanwhile, in another part of the house, a different kind of tension was brewing. Harrison's cries echoed through the hallways, his screams of distress piercing the night. The young boy, once so close to his mother, Summer, now seemed to despise her. Summer was at her wit's end, unable to understand why her son had turned against her. Every attempt to comfort him was met with resistance, and he only calmed down in the presence of Claire. Summer's frustration grew with each passing day. She accused Claire of turning Harrison against her, filling his head with lies and negativity. But the reality was far more complex. Harrison was struggling with depression and immense pressure. He felt misunderstood and stifled, his desires and preferences constantly dismissed by Summer. In his young mind, this had created a rift that seemed insurmountable. Cole, now back at the estate, navigated through the shadows. He knew the security system well and had devised a way to bypass it. As he made his way to the cellar, his heart pounded with a mix of fear and determination. The house was silent, everyone presumably asleep. This was his chance. Reaching the cellar door, Cole paused, listening for any sounds. He could hear faint noises, confirming his suspicions. Carefully, he picked the lock and slipped inside, the cool air of the cellar sending a shiver down his spine. The faint light from his flashlight illuminated the rows of wine bottles and storage boxes. But it wasn't long before he saw what he had come for. There, in a small, dimly lit room off to the side, was Jordan. She was weak, her face pale and gaunt. The sight filled Cole with a mix of relief and anger. Victor had indeed been hiding her, subjecting her to unspeakable cruelty. He moved quickly to her side, whispering assurances as he examined her condition. Back upstairs, Summer's turmoil continued. She knew she had to do something to mend her relationship with Harrison. Accusations and anger had gotten her nowhere. She needed to understand his pain and show him the respect he craved. Determined to make things right, Summer decided to seek professional help for Harrison. She reached out to a child psychologist, hoping that with the right support, they could start to heal their fractured bond. As Summer took these steps, Cole was executing his plan to rescue Jordan. He carefully helped her to her feet, making sure not to make any noise that could alert the others. Together, they moved through the cellar and up the stairs, their progress slow but steady. The security system remained a looming threat, but Cole's careful planning paid off. They managed to reach the ground floor without triggering any alarms. Just as they were about to make their escape, they heard a noise. It was Victor, coming down the hallway. Cole's heart raced, but he knew there was no turning back. He had to protect Jordan and expose Victor's heinous deeds. Victor's eyes widened in shock as he saw Cole and Jordan. "What do you think you're doing?" he demanded, his voice a dangerous whisper. Cole stood his ground. "I'm taking Jordan out of here, Victor. She needs medical help, and you're going to pay for what you've done." Victor's face twisted in anger, but before he could react, the sound of approaching footsteps filled the hallway. It was Nikki, drawn by the commotion. She took in the scene, her eyes darting between Victor, Cole, and the frail figure of Jordan. "What is going on here?" Nikki demanded, her voice shaky. Cole seized the moment. "Nikki, Victor has been keeping Jordan prisoner. She's in terrible shape. We need to get her to a hospital." Nikki's face paled as she turned to Victor. "Is this true?" Victor's silence was damning. Nikki, her resolve hardening, stepped forward. "We're getting her out of here," she said firmly. "And then we're going to talk about this." As the group moved towards the exit, the weight of Victor's betrayal hung heavily in the air. For Cole and Jordan, the night marked a turning point. For Summer, it was the beginning of a long journey towards understanding and healing with her son.